Good morning, good afternoon and good evening YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video. I bought an original DMG Game Boy where the screen is where the screen lens is a little bit loose and scratched, as you can see on the screen just about here. Doesn't stick on very well at all. The screen itself looks to be okay. No scratches or marks on it, but we will give that a good clean. There is a fault with this Game Boy. The console itself actually turns on fine with no issues, apparently reads games. However, there is no volume. From what I can see, there is a speaker inside this DMG, so I'm gonna try and fault find and see what's going on with this speaker and why it's not working. If I can't get this one working, I'll replace it with another one. The description of this listing states, the shell is in good condition but needs screen cover glued on, and the console does, with a Z, turn on and screen is fine. Let's turn it on. Volume is all the way up, but you can see that it definitely does turn on, which is good. That's, that's a great sign. If I put Super Mario Land in, does it play? Okay, so Nintendo comes up, which is obviously amazing. Okay, we've got, oh wait a minute. The directional button of right is just constantly running. So that is gonna be interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, well, oh, it stopped now. But then if you just hit it once, very strange. Okay, without further ado, I think we should just get this open and see what's going on the inside. It could just need a good clean. I think someone's been in here before because we have a couple of Phillips screws. We've got a Phillips screw here. We've got Phillips here and here. I don't know if these are Phillips. Maybe they're meant to be Phillips in the battery compartment. I could be wrong though. You see these springs? They look new. Like the contacts look new. These are original ones that are on the board. These ones look fairly cheap. Now we're just gonna unhook the ribbon cable. There we go. So this is, oh wow, okay. Well, I found our issue. I found our issue of why the speaker's not working. And that looks to be because this isn't soldered on. Maybe, I mean, that looks like a soldered job here. Gone wrong, I think. From what I'm looking at. There's a lot of things that just aren't connected here. Whether or not that's an original DMG speaker, I have no idea, but let's have a look. Now I'm just gonna take the screws out of this board and see what's going on with that directional button. I'm actually really excited to see what's going on with the directional button. The speaker itself looks fine. Like the speaker is in really good condition. It's not that dirty. And by the looks of it, this all needs a little bit of a good old clean. I'm just gonna divert my attention over to the directionals and just see if that is now an issue. No, so it's definitely something on the board, but let me check the actual membrane itself, see if there's any damage to it. Aha, oh, yep. I found the issue. Okay, so that's completely screwed. That's just fallen off. Perfectly cut. But that would have been the issue with the with this. I have got some spares, so we'll replace that. As for the actual backside of this DMG, it looks really nice. Like everything looks fine. All the solder, all of the connections, the traces, everything just looks pretty smooth and clean. I'm very surprised. So let's just divert our attention over to the speaker. What I'm gonna do, put a little bit of flux on all of the points that we have here. I've set my iron to 310 degrees. There we go. Come off very easy. Looks a lot better than what it was. Oh my, look at this. That is rancid. They've burnt so much of it as well. So much of the plastic on the actual speaker itself. It looks like they've still done a better job than what I would have done, so can't take the mick too much. I'm just giving the speaker a good clean, just hopefully give it that extra bit of life that it needs. So much better than what it was before. So this is now the other end of the speaker, and these two solder points here actually look fine. I think it's darker here because they burnt the wire with the solder. So I think they're still gonna work and they still feel pretty strong and robust. And for tinning wires, for me personally, I find it easier to just put a little bit of solder on the end of the iron and then just dab it on. So one thing I'm actually not too sure on is if we're supposed to tin the whole of this section here and here, but I'm going to anyway. Just gonna put flux on both areas. There we go. See, that seems a lot better than what it was previously, I'll tell you that. But again, I don't know if... we're just doing it for fun. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can get this in the shell first, shall we? Okay. I could have done better. I didn't realise. I actually followed an image online, so that wiring isn't the best. I mean, it goes where it needs to and tucks in nice. First things first, let's just really quickly put it back together and just make sure that the speaker works. Turns on. Hallelujah. Volume. Nothing. Okay, maybe the speaker's gone then. Let's try game real quick just to make sure I'm not going doolally. Maybe it is speaker. I'm not getting anything on the camera. Okay, let's take it apart. So I've now got a comparison because I've got another DMG board, and this is the one that is supposedly working, I guess. I haven't actually tested it, so I'm going to put this in a second try, but this is the one that I've done, and they look very, very similar. They look extremely similar in terms of soldering. Speaker one on this one goes to here, speaker one on this one goes to here, to here, to here. So they are okay. Both of them look spot on, so I'm okay with that. Let me just try this board in the case and see if that works, and then what I can do is take the speaker from this one, because it's a junk board anyway, and put it onto this board. Screen works. Sound works. I don't know if you heard that. I'll do it again real quick. Screen works nice on this one as well. That's really quiet. Why is it so quiet? What the hell? Why is that so quiet? What's going on? Maybe that's just a dodgy speaker as well. Oh, well, maybe all I've got is dodgy speakers. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the good speaker that was just very, very quiet that you just heard on a supposedly good board. And then I'm going to take this and put it onto this one, which is the one I've recently soldered, and just see if it is the speaker. So we swapped them around. Let's test out this one first. This is the broken one, supposedly. Nothing. Okay, so that makes me happy, because it means I have more of a chance of this one working. So I think that speaker is just dud. Here we go. Battery's going in. Have we sorted it out? Let's find out. Make sure the volume's up. Yep, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the speaker's just really quiet. Oh no, so we've got 2 faulty speakers by the sounds of it. Yeah, I feel like it's the speaker. That makes me happy though, because I know that the board is absolutely fine, and if I do get a new speaker, then it will work. Let me just check and see if I have another speaker. I have one more speaker, and I want to try this one. This one is different and it feels heavier. I don't know if it's better quality, I have no idea, but it's got an S. So I don't know what that means. Maybe super speaker. I've just found it in a box of like spares, so I don't know if this is actually going to work. Let's test it. Okay, looks pretty solid. This has just been a real quick soldering job, so I didn't flux that, which is actually quite naughty of me, but I do want to see if it just works. So let's find out. Yeah, all right, there we go. One more time, just for the ears, just for the people at the back. Nice, that's loud as well. Sweet. So we have ourselves a speaker that works on this board. That's wicked. The lens is still a little bit scuffed. So let me just put it back together. I'm going to give it a good clean with some IPA, and obviously clean some of these button contacts. I need to find some replacement button contacts as well. And I'm going to chuck that speaker and this speaker away, because they are no good. I've just given this screen a scrub and that big mark has actually come off. So if I show you the Game Boy, this is like almost pristine now. It's really, really good condition. If I just put this on, I can now play games without having that horrendous mark that was there at the start. So I don't actually need to replace the screen lens. We can just keep it as is and keep it original. I am just going to take the glue off of this though and then replace it with some double-sided sticky tape. The screen lens isn't perfect, there's quite a few scratches, but when you're playing the Game Boy, which I'll show you in a second, you can't really notice it. And there we have it. Lovely. All in all, really, really, really happy with how this one turned out, to be honest. The fact that we tried multiple speakers made this repair even more satisfying. We went through 2 of them and I was starting to get a little bit upset thinking it was the board itself, but then we had this super speaker that I found in the parts, and yeah, it does the job. I'm really happy about the screen as well, getting this little mark out because that was really, really bad at the start. Overall, a really nice little fix. And I mean, look at it, man. It's the original Game Boy, the DMG. How can you not love this console? It's absolutely spectacular in every single way. Guys, if you did enjoy this one, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching and getting this far if you did. Also subscribe if you want to see more content from myself. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow where we're going to be testing out my new microscope and I'm really, really looking forward to that. The stream will be at roughly 2 to 3 PM BST, which is British summertime, so just have a Google if you're not too sure. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and I will see you potentially tomorrow. See you later, guys. Peace.